How's everyone doing? Welcome back to my channel. It's Drake. And as you see from the title and the thumbnail, these are 3 things that I learned as a Christian in the year of 2023. So I know for many of you all, this year has been difficult. For some people, this year may be a year of success. Some of y'all might have come to Christ. Some of y'all may have changed your life for the better. But then there is that crop of many who have suffered and who have still yet to turn to God. Three things that I learned that really stuck with me. So number 1, this is what I had to realize about God, right? He won't just test you 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. He's gonna continuously test you, continuously test your bond with him, your strength with him, your faith in him, because once he knows how strong your bond is, that bond should be unbreakable. Once he knows how strong it is, then he'll know how you need to strengthen it. Because that's the thing, as long as you are eager to want to strengthen your relationship with God, he will want to strengthen it with you. So this was a verse I had really stuck with me whenever I, 1 Peter chapter 1 verse 7 is that the trials of faith, being much more precious than of gold that perisheth, though be tried with fire, might be found into praise and honor God and glory at the appearing of Jesus Christ, right? So when it says that the trials of faith being much more precious than of gold, it goes to show that God putting you through all these trials is way more important than riches. You get more blessings out of trials, more than you realize. And you're probably telling yourself, like, how do I get more blessings out of things I go through? I'm being tortured, I'm being pushed down. It's all negative energy. Why are blessings coming from something that's bad? Because when it's blessed and when it comes from God and not Satan, then it makes a difference. See, we all trying to get to heaven because on Judgment Day, there's blessings up there. So while we're going through all we're going through, it's not because of necessarily people that we're going through it. It's more so because maybe God testing you. And I know God has tested me. So I don't know how you have reacted to being tested this year. I don't know how your bond has either weakened or strengthened with God, but I know for me personally, that's happened. Number 2, Satan will test your faith and your relationship with God as well. Satan will put a bunch of different things in your head. That's why you got to realize, is it Satan trying to test you or is it God trying to test you? There's a difference between Satan testing you and God testing you. Satan will push a bunch of different narratives, and Satan will push a bunch of different things that will tend to kind of put you in a time loop of, man, I don't know what's going on. Why are all these things in the world happening? You watch the news and you see all what's going on, right? And that's not because of God. It's because of Satan. So whenever sin was brought into the world with Adam and Eve, then God was like, look, since y'all want to sin, y'all will be naked. But see, Satan was the one who brought sin into the world. So once you realize that, look, all this stuff that's happening to you is not only God, but it's Satan trying to push things into your mind. That's why another thing I learned this year, you have to let go of that physical being. You have to let go of it. That's why baptism is so important. That's why turning to God is so important. Because even if you get baptized, you still need to strengthen that bond with God. You still need to strengthen your faith. You need to continuously strengthen it on a daily basis. Because once you stop, Satan has any opportunity to come in and change that. We gotta realize, like, look, once we go to God and once we talk to him and once we really delve down into his word, it's gonna be important that we not only, when we read, we actually act it and we do it. That's why when Satan tests us, he wants to see how strong is your relationship really with God. Are you really like who you say you are? Are you really a Christian? Are you really a strong Christian? Are you really improving your life? Are you really looking at him and relying on him? That's one of the things that Satan will do to try to test your faith. Number 3, this one's probably the most important one I've learned this year, is that God will never leave your side. God will never leave you. He will never abandon you. Because the second you think he abandoned you, he's still working works in the background. That's like whenever somebody in theater, right? When somebody has a performance, you got people in the background moving the different the different tables, the different appliances, things needed for a scene, right? Or for the next scene. So you got to realize this, God is always working. And even if you don't see it in the forefront, he's working in the background. So a verse that I probably read in another video, but a verse I have on my heart is Isaiah chapter 41, verse 10. And it says, "So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not dismay, for I am your God. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand," right? So this was saying that God will never leave your side at all. He's gonna uphold you to righteousness. He's gonna push you to do right by him, by his commandments. Not for a second should you think that he's gonna leave you. I know all the time we get the idea that, man, like what's going on in my life? Why does it feel like God is not doing anything? Why does it feel like he has no purpose for me? He hasn't made any progress for me. Why do I feel like I'm stuck? Believe me, I felt like that this entire year, bro. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. But this is what I had to realize. Everybody has a purpose. Everybody has a plan. God has a journey for you. And what I had to realize is I have to continue to trust him. I have to continue to have faith in him. Because if I don't, who else am I going to turn to have that faith? Who else am I going to turn to? The world? You can't turn to the world. You can't turn to them because they're unreliable. They're going to give you advice that is not going to benefit you. Shoot, it may benefit you short term. It ain't going to benefit you long term. God is forever. Worldly opinions are short term. But that's the 3 things I learned this year. God never leaving your side is probably the biggest one, because this year you see it, people stop believing. People stop believing that people don't even believe that there is a God. Or people believe that there is a God, but they don't solely trust him. So if you're watching this and you clicked on this video for a reason, I'm telling you, watch these 2 videos, but the main thing is trust God with everything. Trust God, especially going into the new year, 2024. You're going to be amazing. You're going to be great because you turn to God, and God will change your life for the better. So I hope y'all enjoyed this. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you're new. Comment down below what y'all want to see next. Tune into my community posts later. I put Bible verses. I put different stuff up there, so y'all might want to tune into that. And yeah, I appreciate the love and support this year. And yeah, let's get into it. 2024. We got big goals. We got big dreams. Let's do it.